Hello, I just had the idea of doing a quick video to explain how I work. I just sent a couple of clients some text messages explaining what to expect when you get a reading from me, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll stick it on YouTube, and then I can simply send the link. And of course, then if you don't know who I am, then you get to meet me as well. So my name's Julie Bilbo, and a tarot coach over at Mary's Place, and I'm fairly new to tarot. And the way that I work, I don't see myself as being a fortune teller, and that is kind of the way now, I think, with most modern tarot practitioners. We see ourselves more in the coaching realm than in telling your fortune. So when you come to me, then it's best if you come with a question or a couple of questions. I work quickly, so I don't waffle, and I don't talk about myself either. I work quickly, and if you have a couple of questions in mind, then that just gives us a starting point. I don't ask for too much information because I want you to see that what is playing out from the cards and not from what you've told me. But it does really help if you come with a starting point. So is it about work? Is it about relationships? Is it something to do with a house move? These are all kind of often the common questions that people ask about. Now, one thing that I don't do, or I do my best to try and avoid doing, is health readings. When I'm not reading tarot, I'm a nurse by background, and it just feels wrong to be muddying the two things. And plus, in my limited experience of doing readings, like health readings that I've done perhaps for friends, or when I felt like I've really had to, it's always come with a massive caveat of, you do know that whatever card I pull, I am going to recommend that you go and get seen by somebody. You do go and talk to a healthcare professional. So whether that is for a condition that you are thinking that you might have and you're wondering about, then I will be saying just go and get checked. And even if you're waiting for results and you're just sort of wondering what's happening, then my response would be, rather than trying to use the cards to give you your results, because it just doesn't sit right with me. The best I could do would be to say, kind of things that you can be thinking about and doing in this waiting time, because I do recognise that is a difficult time. So that is something that I do avoid. Similarly, kind of financial matters, you need to go and see a financial advisor. Legal matters, you need to go and see a solicitor. So I don't mind giving sort of some general guidance as to how you can approach these kind of questions, but we've got to be realistic about what these lovely deck of cards can do. The way in which I think this works, and I explain this to everybody when I meet them, is very often I am most likely to tell you what you know already. And that's okay, because the way I'll explain the cards to you, you'll see it playing out in the cards, and that then you get your own sense of validation. You're almost reading with me, really. I'll explain what it is that I'm doing and why I'm saying what I'm saying. Another way in which this works is I might just sort of just say something that you've not thought of. And to me, because I'm outside of all this, outside of what's going on in your life, you're caught up in the weeds of it, then very often it won't be anything massively earth-shattering, but it's just enough to make you think that, oh, yeah, you're right, actually, why don't I think about looking at this situation in this different way? And that helps me to move forward. And then just occasionally I say something that's just so random and so not what you were expecting, that you get clarity anyway. And my sort of typical example of this was somebody I read for a little while ago who was really wanting to change jobs there and then. And from what I could see in the cards, it just wasn't happening at that particular time. There were a few steps that needed to be put into place first. And when I spoke to her a few weeks later, she said that when I said to her, no, I don't think you're going just yet, actually, she made her own mind up. Yes, I am. So, and I don't see that as being a problem. I don't see that as me reading the cards wrong. I see that as you learning from what you've seen in the cards and from what I've said, and you making your own decisions, because that's what's important in this. We've all got free will. So hopefully that's a bit of an insight as to how I work, and I look forward to hearing from you and to meeting you. Take care now. Bye.